Welcome students. In last period we have finished constructor and destructor. Also we have seen different types of constructor, that is a default constructor, parameterized constructor, copy constructor, and yesterday we have declared that today we will start operator overloading. Operator overloading. Operator overloading. Operator overloading. Operator overloading. So this one is the today's article. Operator overloading. Operator overloading. Now question arises, what is it by overloading? Overloading. So you can reply overloading stand for doing some extra work. Apart from regular work, doing some extra work, that is overloading. As we say that today I am overloaded, it means that you might have work more than the regular work, that is overloading. What is operator overloading? Now for that we have to see one program, and when the question is asked at that time, you will get what is in by operator overloading. Okay. Now just we will see a program, a simple program of C++. While main integer x is equal to 2, y is equal to 2, z. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 2, z. And here z is equal to x plus y, cout z. This is a program. Now, in this program, if you see, in this program, this one is called as the expression. Expression. This one is called expression. What is in by expression? Expression stand for operator and operands. Operator is plus, operands are x and y, where x and y are the variables. So any expression is made up of operator and operands. Any expression is made up of operator and operands. So what do you think, whether this expression will execute or not? So you will say, obviously this expression will execute. Nothing harm there. Nothing is wrong. If you see the syntax, that is grammar of C++, then this expression is according to grammar, according to syntax. If you see the operator plus, it is the valid operator of C++. If you see the variables, they are according to rules. It means this expression is correct by all three things. That is, by means of syntax it is correct, by means of operator and variables, that is operand, it is correct. So this expression will execute and we will get the answer. But then we will write another program. Class simple and integer x, y are the two data members, and inside the public there is a function, whatever that, say class finished terminated by semicolon. Now you can ask the question, why this class is not completed? That is not important. Let us come to the problem. Let us see what the problem is. because we are interested to tackle a problem. Now, while we have defined one class, and inside that class there are two data members, function members, etc. etc. I am declaring three objects of this class: simple A, comma B, comma C. As in this program there are three variables X, Y and Z belongs to int. In this main program there are three variables A, B, C belongs to class simple, and the variables whose data type is class, they are called as objects. It means, in other words, we can say there are three objects. Now I am writing the expression. C is equal to A plus B. This is the expression. This is the expression. Now my question is same. I will repeat the same question. What the question is? Question is that this one is the expression, this one is also the expression. In this expression, plus operator is here. In this expression, plus operator is there. In this expression, what the syntax is? Same syntax is here. In this expression, operands are variables of integer. In this expression, operands are variables of class simple. It means this expression is similar to same this expression. And then the question had asked whether this expression will execute. Whether this expression will execute. So obviously we have seen there is no harm to execute the instruction expression. So while executing this program, this expression will execute. But same question is there whether this expression will execute or not. So you can say both expressions are as good as same. Here plus operator, here is a plus operator. Here are operands which are variables. Here are also operands which are variables of class type. Syntax same, everything okay. So there is also no problem in this expression. But remember, this expression will not execute. This expression will execute. Now you can ask the question, what is the harm in this expression? What is the harm? What is the problem in this expression? What the problem is? Problem is that in this expression operands are variables but user defined variables. In this expression operands are variables but user defined variables. Whereas in this expression operands are variables but they are basic built-in. So in this expression operands are basic built-in. In this expression operands are user defined. And when expression involves variables of user defined data type as an operand in the expression. When user defined variables involves in the expression as an operand, then operator plus fails. Here operator plus will not fail. So two things we have to study. Once again, see, this expression will execute because their operands are variables of basic data type, built-in data type. This expression will not execute because their operands are user-defined variables. Now, we will write. When expression involves variables of class is usually defined. Type variable. Then operator of C++. Hence so in other words, operators of C++ works over variables of basic data type they can't work over the variables of user defined data type. The meaning of the both paragraph is same. When expression involves variables of user defined data type, it is class type variable, then operator of C++ fields can't work. In other words, operators of the C++ works over the variables of only basic data type, they can't work over the variables of user defined data type. In such situation, operator is to be overloaded. Operator is to be overloaded. In such situation, operator is to be overloaded. So question arises, what is the definition of operator overloading? So when expression involves user defined variables as an operand, or operators of the C++ works over the variables of basic data type, they can't work over the variables of user defined data type. At that time, we have to overload the operator. So, how to overload the operator? Operators are overloaded by defining operator function. See, operator function. Now, one more type of function we are going to study. We have seen member function, ordinary member function. We have seen static member function. We have seen trained function. We have seen special member function who execute automatically, constructor, destructor. 5 types of functions we have seen. One more function we are going to study, operator function. So you can ask the question, okay, this you have got. Operator overloading is essential when expression involves variables of user defined data type. What we have to do? We have to define operator function. But what happens when we define the operator function? When we define the operator function, operator get new meaning. When we overload the operator. When we overload the operator, operator gets new meaning. When operator is overloaded, it gets new meaning. New form, additional task. So when to overload, how to overload, what happens if overload? When to overload? When expression will be not you define. How to overload? By defining operator function. What happens when you overload it? It gets new meaning, additional task, new form. That is called as operator overloading. So definition: operator overloading, that is assigning the additional task to the operator, giving a new form to the operator. So operator will be same, two forms will be there. First its original form, second form which you have given. So one name multiple form, that is polymorphism. So operator overloading is an example of polymorphism. Here, when operator is to be overloaded, how to overload, and what happens when it overload. So practically by program we will see tomorrow. Thank you.